Covering that on all angles across the mid-state. Continuing our coverage in Storm 5 Titan. We'll have Mo Hyder coming up. We'll send it back to the anchors.
Continuing coverage this morning of that Storm 5 alert. We're making sure you stay safe this morning as you hit the road.
There are concerns that roads could have flooded overnight in all this relentless rain. And Mo Hyder checking out some of those flood-prone spots for us. So, Mo, where are you now?
Well, Adam, maybe we're still in Smyrna. Just take a look right behind me. Avoid this area at all costs. This is why. This is the intersection of Rocky Fork and Kedron Church Road. What makes matters worse is this road intersects with Rocky Fork Creek, and you can see water is flowing onto the road, which is why you can see that portion closed off of this road with that yellow tape. It's moving really fast too. I'm standing about 50 yards away from the intersection and where the roads meet, and I can still hear the current very loud and clear. I've also seen a couple of cars turn away trying to pass through. So if you need to take this route for your morning commute, be aware, make sure you avoid it. You're going to have to plan early. Plan on taking a detour. Now, according to AAA, some tips on what you can do if you find yourself in this situation involving flood water. Don't drive into the water that's more than 4 inches deep. If you have to drive, do it slowly and steadily, and always test your brakes as much as you can. Lastly, if you do get stuck in that flood water, it's usually best to wait in the car and call for help rather than try to get it out. Also, our coverage continues now with Blake Rosnowski, who's live near downtown Nashville, keeping an eye on the rising Cumberland River. Blake, good morning.
Good morning, Mo. So, of course, we are keeping a close eye on those river levels because, well, of course, we're concerned whether or not there could be flooding right around the Cumberland River, but also the Cumberland feeds into a lot of smaller creeks and streams, and that's often where we will see those concerns, especially with what we're sitting at right now. So the Cumberland River is currently at about 31 feet here downtown, just a little over that. It's expected to crest at 31.8 feet. At 30 feet, the National Weather Service considers the Cumberland to be in the action phase. So we are currently in that, and it basically means they have to keep a close eye on that to determine if anything needs to be done to help mitigate flooding. Cumberland isn't considered to be in flood stage until 40 feet, so we're currently about 9 feet below that. Now, it is important to note that we're also well below what we crested at during the 2010 floods. That was 52.5 feet. Of course, we're keeping an eye on all of that, but for now, live at the Cumberland River, Blake Rosnowski, News Channel 5.